So, some people have asked me why my African serval is so calm. You watch a lot of videos on YouTube, and they're very vocal and aggressive. And of course, it's a wild animal, but just because it's a wild animal doesn't mean it can't be tame. And the biggest thing to do to make sure your exotic or you know um, non-typical traditional house pet is to make a stress-free environment. And the way that you do that for something like a cat, for example, um, obviously you need the correct diet, and so a lot of people put like scratching posts in the living room, which isn't actually a good idea. So cats use scratching posts for stress, sure, but they also use it to mark their territory. So if you're gonna put scratching posts in your house, you need 3 or 4 scratching posts, and they need to be in the corners of your home. They need to be so that your cat can mark the home on all ends and feel like it's their territory. This will make them feel far less stressed. Okay. Another thing is you need to say hi, Nero. Boop. You need to when you play with them with like one of those, little mouse on a sticks or whatever, you need to keep it realistic. You need to keep it on the ground, small hops, things that an animal would do, and you need to let them, look, stalk, attack, and bite, and then you need to let them, you know, bite it until they drop it because you want to get those instincts out. You don't want unrealistic. You don't. A wild animal would not swing around in the air um, and once you bit and killed it, um, you know, you want them to get out that bite instinct, and you do that by letting them bite and letting them finish the bite. So playing with them correctly, playing with them often, um, setting up scratch posts around the house, keeping their water um, at least 5 feet away from there. In the ballpark, it can vary, but you don't want one of those water food bowls. You don't want the ones that are next to each other. They can be in the same room. They can be near each other in the same room, but they don't need to be next to each other. Um, so, cats don't like their water being next to their. They don't like their water being next to their food, like directly. So, um, it's important. And like my cat eats on a plate, like a stoneware plate with a rimmed edge. So they're even though these savannah cats have like really short whiskers for going through the grass, they 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 still have whisker sensitivity. So and it's worse with a regular cat, but but that is a good thing you can do for them. I'm sorry, this is distracting, guys. He's so cute. Um, so nope, no, very responsive. And when they do bite, just a little tap on the nose. Um, so effectively being consistent in your training, like that little tap on the nose, and the tiniest little nibble is fine. But how you feed them is important. And the only place that I let him have his instincts 100%, that I don't push back at all, is feeding. So if I give him food, I give him his space. I don't try and pet him. Don't try and do anything. Now he is so good that recently he he would let me pet him. I mean, he would let me be right there with the food. But you don't push it because you want to let him have that instinct. You want to let him be territorial and protective. I appreciate it, baby. But yeah. So I just wanted to cover some things on. People have been asking me why Nero is so calm. It's just about how you structure your house and how you interact with him. It's not as much work as you think. I mean, as long as you have a good diet, you can order the right stuff. That's not a problem. Once you know what it is, you know what it is. As far as setting up your house, that's a one-time thing too. I mean, there's going to be little adjustments, but the cats like consistency, and if you set up your house the right way, the cat will be comfortable. Additionally, like I said, playing with him often, letting them get the instincts out, and I think that's the basics. I mean, at the end of the day, there's personality as well. So like Nero just, cats are going to adopt their owner's personality a little bit. So combine the fact that he is plenty of generations removed from wild, and he is going to match my energy a little bit, and he has his own personality. Um, you know, most servals you see on YouTube that are really loud and aggressive, um, it doesn't have to be that way. That's just what's normal. Um, but like I said, you can do things to where they're very comfortable and they can just be chill all the time. All right, guys. Um, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps. Helps little Nero. And we'll see you in the next one.